Jim Bakker is quite the interesting character. He's been around for quite a long time, went to prison, and now he's out selling buckets of slop, and he gives these weird-ass predictions, which none have ever come true, and he just knows that 100 hitmen have been hired to kill Trump because a spirit told him. This guy is full of shit. Let's hear it right from the horse's ass. Before we get started, I don't know who this guy is that's next to him, but this guy, he's showing us how he sucks on Jim Bakker later in the evening, you know. Now, there's anything wrong with that, you know, but.
Oh, man. Oh, God.
Sorry, couldn't help myself.
No, that's fine. It's just the things we come up with.
Yeah, I know. Here's Jim Bakker.
Okay, how can we do this to a president? How can we put him on trial when there's no sign of a crime?
First off, he's not on trial yet. They're investigating him, and they can investigate anybody. Just because he's the president doesn't mean he is exempt from being investigated. That's some fucking Nixon bullshit.
Oh, yeah. He's famous for saying that when the president does something, it's not illegal.
Yeah, that's like when Trump had said that he could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and people would still vote for him, you know. If he still did that, he would still go to jail regardless. I mean, if he carried out a murder, for example, he could still go to jail. Doesn't matter if he's the president or not. Or if he had a conspiracy to commit murder. Even that could send him to jail. But we're not talking about that, though. We're talking about, you know, the fact is that he thinks that just because he's the president, he can't be investigated. That's just wrong.
What is going on?
Because we're failing. We're failing in our responsibility. Our responsibility is...
Okay, I'm going to let him finish here in a second. It's not your responsibility, dude. You have no responsibility in this.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the president has his own lawyers and Secret Service, so he doesn't need you.
Yeah, exactly.
We're supposed to watch the back of the man that God put in the White House.
Ugh.
Oh, Christ. I love this argument. I love this argument. You know why? Because they keep saying that God put Trump into the White House, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then that basically just says then their God took away our votes. You know, it's like whatever we voted for, it didn't matter.
Apparently we voted for the devil or something, you know?
Yeah. The fact is here that when Obama had run, he had a vast majority of the votes. I mean, he broke the records, okay? But that wasn't God that put him in there. That was the people that put him in there. But when Trump got put in there, that was God? Oh, bullshit. He had way less votes than Obama did.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he basically won the popular vote, more or less.
Who? Obama?
Not the popular vote. I'm talking about Trump.
Yeah, Trump didn't win the popular vote.
Which, by the way, if you ask most Americans, is the only vote that should matter.
Exactly. Trump won the Electoral College.
No, that's what I meant. I said he wasn't trying, or he didn't win the popular vote, but I digress.
That's all right. He didn't win the popular vote. If we had gone by the popular vote, Hillary Clinton would have gotten in.
Yeah.
Not run for the hills, okay? So we watch his back. That might mean voting. It may be praying and fasting.
What does praying and fasting do?
Oh, my God. Why does everything have to be so religious?
No.
Yeah, they seem to think that if they pray and fast, that does a thing.
I guess.
No, okay. When you do that, I mean, you might as well just start a fire in your backyard and do a fucking rain dance. It's not any fucking different.
Exactly. They're not affecting anything. I mean, they think that if they pray, they could affect the world, or their prayers do things, which is really stupid.
It's showing up there, law-abiding, peaceful. We watch the man's back, but not only that, we watch his back as he drives every scoundrel, skunk, thief, deceiver, two-faced liar
right into this cabinet.
Okay, well, he just pretty much described Trump all in one sentence there.
Yes, he did. and he described all the people he's put into office, into cabinet positions, and all these other places.
Exactly.
Administration, yeah.
with all the credentials and all the three-letter word whatevers, you know.
What three-letter words? Please tell me what they are. I gotta know what the three-letter words are.
Three-letter words?
Yeah, the three-letter words. He said whatever the three-letter words are.
I can think of some four-letter words.
Yeah, I got a lot of four-letter words for him.
This is our man. We
That's
got to watch his back. He's not Superman. He's a mortal man. They want to kill him.
Who wants to kill him? Who? They. Who's they? Let me just put this into context here. Everybody that's been president pretty much has had some detractor who probably wanted to kill the president at some point. We have had presidents in the past who have been assassinated. It's happened. So this guy saying, well, there's people out there who want to kill him. Well, there were people out there that wanted to kill Obama too, but these are the same people that are saying they hope that Obama died in office. They were hoping that he would be assassinated in office. But when it comes to their white boy, they are like, oh my God, they're trying to kill him.
I don't know who's allegedly trying to kill Trump. I mean, I'm sure there might be some people out there that are planning a coup or something. I don't know. But until that happens, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
And let's all be fair here. If that were to happen, I'm sure most of us would throw a parade. Or at least I would. There's a right in my backyard. Just
Well,
not
no.
only would I have a parade if that would happen, I would call it Trump Fest.
Well, we have to sing Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
I would sing that at least, the ding
Yeah.
dong, which is dead.
There we go.
To be fair, it'd be horrible, someone to actually do this. But I mean, I'd be glad he was out of office for one, but the method that he would be taken out of office, I wouldn't want to see anybody actually assassinated, actually. I mean,
Right. I'd rather see him
obviously.
impeached. Or he steps down, one of the, one of
yeah,
the two.
yeah, no, I agree. I'd rather see him impeached or step down, or put it in prison, which if he gets impeached for, whatever reason that they decided on, because of the fact that there's many reasons. Oh my gosh, there's so many reasons right now.
Right.
But if he gets impeached, he could face charges. Pence will probably go, okay, well, you're pardoned, and then he'll go scot-free. So it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, that's the other problem too.
Yeah, unless they can figure out to do this way, not through the Fed, but through the state, in which case, if Trump does get put into jail and it's through a state level, Pence can't give him a pardon at that point. It has to be at the federal level. That's what they forget about.
Right.
In the book Trumpocalypse, I was
Okay, let's push a book now. In the book,
Oh,
Trump
Trumpocalypse. Hey, they stole our name.
they stole one of the titles for one of the episodes. I should sue.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to see what this segment is really about.
It's about pushing a book.
interviewing a well-known pastor. You know him. Everybody here would know him. And this well-known pastor had just been in the White House with Trump, and he had met a very high-level Republican leader who'd been there for 35 years and been very respected. And this high-level Republican leader took the pastor aside and said to him, secretly, privately, he said, you understand that the deep state is planning on taking out Trump.
There it is, the deep state again. The mysterious organization, the deep state.
I'm starting to think that's pretty much Republican talk that's the Republican version of the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
And the pastor said, well, what do you mean by taking him out? And the Republican leader said, I mean, like in taking it out, I mean, like in killing or assassinating.
If there was actually something like that going on, he's not going to tell some pastor. He's going to tell the Secret Service. Okay, I'm a respected senator. I have information that someone's going to try to kill the president. My choices are tell some religious nut job about it so he can go and tell this other religious nut job so it can get on the air. Or I could tell the Secret Service. Who would I tell?
Local law enforcement.
Yeah, or some law enforcement. Oh, wow, that's a head scratcher. I don't know. Ranger, who do you think should be told about this?
I think, obviously, the law enforcement.
We're going to go with the law enforcement. The reasonable choice. What do you think, Matt? Would you tell some random pastor because he had some book out? Or would you tell the law enforcement?
Could it be Satan?
I could tell Satan.
There we go.
Yeah. No, I would tell law enforcement or tell Secret Service or somebody in that capacity. I mean, I'm sure it would go down to the war room or wherever they have their private quarters.
Yeah.
It would be one of those deals.
That would have been the intelligent thing to do.
Exactly. Not tell a freaking holy roller.
Just for context here, the guy that's doing all the speaking so far and that's on the screen here is Paul McGuire. I'd never heard of this guy
I
myself.
never heard of him either.
So we have the whole transcription here. And then
In the book?
in the book, in fact, this was so weird. There's so many miracles with
See,
this
I've
book.
been saying
Wait a minute. He went from someone's going to kill Trump to miracles.
I think that that's a miracle.
That would be a miracle to jump to miracles from that point.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
for months on the air. There's probably 100 hitmen been hired to kill Trump.
By who? Who hired them to kill Trump?
And they're
Who?
clearly not doing a good job because he's been in the office for what, 2 years?
Almost, yeah. He's going on 2 years. They're doing a horrible job. 100 hitmen.
Or more.
Right. Of course.
It's I know this in the spirit.
Me too.
He's so hated
Right.
that they want him dead.
Please don't speak for us.
Yeah, please don't. I said it before that people have tried to kill past presidents. This is nothing new. And the fact is that Bakker seems to think he knows in his spirit that somebody is trying to kill the president or the 100 people or more. There's no evidence that 100 people or more are trying to kill the president. Maybe there are, but you know what? There were probably thousands that were probably trying to kill Obama, but did they talk about that? No. Again, they were wishing that Obama would die in office.
Well, I think the people who were wanting Obama to die in office were white supremacists, probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those types of groups. They were probably, the ones that would have carried that out, but it never happened. So,
In fact, they did try multiple times. There were several attempts on President Obama's life, a couple times actually.
oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And if someone wanted to kill Trump, it's not like I wouldn't say it wouldn't be the easiest thing, but I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he's the president of the United States, and he still goes on rallies. He's the only president that I've seen that still does that.
Yeah. He's out there running like he's running for office again.
hmm
You know what the funny thing is, and I'm willing to bet you, is if he does get impeached or whatever, and he tries to run again, I don't know why he would actually think that he could actually run again. It's like, you've been impeached. I don't think you're allowed to run again if you've been impeached.
No, that's probably why Bill Clinton hasn't run.
Bill Clinton actually was impeached in the Senate, but not in the House.
But he carried out both terms as
Yeah.
his presidency.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I mean, once you serve 2 terms, you can't run again,
Yeah.
regardless.
Regardless. You can't serve more than 2 terms. That was step back before Teddy Roosevelt. I'm trying to remember who it was. They had him run like 3 or 4 times. And in the 4th term, he died in office. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. But after that, they said, you know what? We need to curtail this to 2 terms. So this way we don't have this happen again.